Whether or not you believe that Senator Rand Paul has the experience and the temperament and the good sense to be president of the United States, what is clear already from him getting into the race for president is that there are good things and there are bad things about being a presidential candidate who is following in the footsteps of your dad being a presidential candidate. Here, for example, is a good thing about that. This is former Republican congressman and perennial presidential candidate Ron Paul. This is Ron Paul campaigning for president back in 2012. And he's campaigning here with a guy I like to think of as his shadow. It's Ron Paul on the right side of your screen, but then there's that other guy. Everywhere Ron Paul went during that campaign, his ginormous, hulking personal bodyguard followed. So there's Ron Paul walking through a stadium, hulking bodyguard right behind him. Here's Ron Paul giving big wave to the crowd, hulking bodyguard watching his every move. There's Ron Paul in a car, hulking bodyguard just outside of car, checking everything out. Ron Paul's bodyguard in 2012 was so excellent, so omnipresent. He was essentially part of the presidential ticket. I mean, you want me, you get him too. Likely 18 inches or less away from me. That was 2012. This is now. Hey, you look familiar. That is Rand Paul, son of Ron, walking off stage after announcing this week that he's running for president. Not dad this time, him. And yes, he has apparently inherited dad's awesome bodyguard. Perhaps the Paul family got him on a long-term, multi-generational lease. So, having a very experienced, ginormous personal bodyguard at your disposal who has already been in the trenches of a presidential campaign, that is one good thing for Rand Paul about taking dad's entire presidential campaign apparatus.